Happy Friday, everyone. You know what? It is time once again for Storytime with Cathay. So, a little bit ago, I was having a discussion here with Jax just about anything, and he was asking me a question. He was asking me a bunch of questions about God, and it made me remember a time when my nephew, long ago, and because he's in high school now, but he might have been around 5 years old. We had spent the day together, and then we were having this dinner at Pizza Hut, one of our favorite restaurants. And while we were waiting for our pizza to come, Daniel asked me this question, and he said, "Aunt Cathay, what was life like before? What was the world, what was everything, the universe like before God made everything?" Now, this is for some of you older ones that are watching, because I was like, what? Why me? Why do I always get these questions? But anyway, what it was is I thought about it for a minute, and then I said, you know what, Daniel? I said, it would be like if we closed our eyes really tight so that everything was dark, and we put our fingers in our ears so tight so that we couldn't hear anything. So let's practice that for a minute. So close your eyes up really tight and put your fingers in your ears. Okay, you can stop. Hey, you can stop now. Hey, you can stop now. All right. So, it was really dark, wasn't it? And it was really, really quiet, wasn't it? Yeah, and then after God made everything, and he took all that energy, and he's made everything, and from our earth and our heavens and water and sky and mountains and everything, then, we could see this beauty and hear everything. Well, Jax's question to me then was, how big is God? And I thought, oh, Jax, it was just like we were just talking about one thing, but you're saying, how big is God? Well, I went up to the church's library, and once again, once we're back and we can see everybody, come and visit, and you can get some of these books out of the church's library that we've been reading for Storytime with Cathay. But there's a book up there called How Big is God? And it's by Lisa Tawn Bergren and illustrated by Laura J. Bryant. And I thought this was a good book that maybe Jackson will answer your question. So how big is God? Mom, where does God live? Why, he lives in your heart, his mother replied. The boy thought about that for a moment. If God is in my heart, he must be very, very tiny. It's amazing, isn't it? He can be inside us, beside us, and all around us at the same time. If he's here with us, is he at our neighbor's house too? He can go anywhere he wants, all at once. Like a superhero. Can he go through walls? Can he fly? He doesn't have to fly. He's already there. He's everywhere. From Antarctica to the North Pole, from Argentina to Zimbabwe. The boy whispered, but he's here with us right now? Right now with us, his mother whispered back. I don't get it, his mother nodded. You will. He can be as tiny as a tree seed, but what would that turn into? The tallest tree. He can be as small as a snowflake or as large as snowfields covering those mountains all at once. He can be as small as a single drop of rain or as deep as the deepest ocean. Is he with my friends? Asked the boy. Of course, his mother lowered her voice, and he's even with mean kids. They just don't see him. Is he invisible? At times, but God's everywhere around us if we train our eyes to see. He's like the wind, the same wind that can fly a kite also rushes over the peak of a mountain. That's right. Can he be at school? Your friend's school, every school. Even when I go on the bus, with you on the bus, when you play on the playground, even when you take tests. Can he reach the moon? The moon, the stars, everything. He can hold the whole universe in his hands. But Mom, how can he fit in so many places and still be so small? His mom said, think of him like sand, small enough to make its way into your sock, or big enough to make a whole dune, a whole desert. He's like the water bubbling quiet in a mountain spring, but becoming a mighty waterfall. That's right. He's enormous, mammoth, gargantuan, but eensy weensy tiny too. Yes, you've got it now. The boys sighed, tired after their long day together. I'm glad that such a big God can still fit in my heart, Mom. Me too, she said. Out of all the places God is, that's his favorite place to be. That was a nice story. That was a nice story. So God can be big and God can be small. But always remember that Jesus loves you. See you later.
Gauges the video.